Toss over to Aaron now, who's talking about the library's creative writing contest. I'm glad it's not creative speaking.
I was thinking the same thing. Thank you, Keith. Well, the Tulsa City County Libraries are now entries for the annual Young People's Creative Writing Contest. The contest has cash prizes and is a great way to get your child interested in writing. But since it can be tricky to get started, the Schusterman Benson Library is also hosting a creative writing workshop ahead of that. Holly Embry, the Youth Library Associate at the Schusterman Benson Library, is here to tell us more. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, well, first tell us about the contest before we get into the workshop. This is kind of like an introduction into what it's like working with a publisher.
Yeah. The contest is taking place right now until June 5th. It's open to ages 10 through 18, and just by entering, you'll receive an invitation for you and your friends and family to attend an awards program that will be taking place in August. We'll be featuring a famous author named Sharon Draper, and on top of the cash prizes, the lucky winners will get to have their awards presented to them by the famous author. So somewhere out there in the Tulsa area, there are a handful of young writers who are going to have an unforgettable experience.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And the categories range in everything from, well, comic books is one of them.
Right. Yeah, we have informal essays, short stories, poetry, short plays. We'll have performances of the short plays at the library, but comics, that's a fairly new category that we're really excited about. So if poetry and essays are not your style, then try your hand at comics, you know?
Yeah, it really speaks to a lot of different audiences.
Right.
That creative writing, does that sound intimidating for some kids, maybe the early 10-year-olds?
Yeah, it may. And so if they've had trouble just staring at the blank page, we've got a workshop coming up this afternoon at 4 o'clock. It'll take place at the Schusterman Benson Library, and I have a teacher who's coming in, a local teacher named Mike McKnight, and he has over 30 years writing experience. He has all kinds of exercises. There's one that he's designed just to help conquer writer's block. So we'll also have a list of books that you can read to get you inspired. We'll have books to check out that are intended to help kids this exact age with their writing. So if you're kind of nervous about getting started, we'll equip you with all the tools and encouragement you'll need to enter the contest and possibly win.
In the event that someone can't make the workshop this afternoon, what would be some quick things that you would say to some parents who want to get their kids involved in writing?
I would say just do it. Just start somewhere, you know, maybe with a pencil where you can scratch through things. Just get it flowing. That would be my best advice. Of course, working at the library, I would always say go down to the library, visit with one of your friendly library staff, and they can always point you in the right direction for some books, be it nonfiction books to give you some tips, or I'm a big fan of just reading fiction just to spark your imagination and give you some inspiration, get you started.
Right, you're not going to be a good writer if you're not a diligent reader.
That's true, yeah.
All right. Well, here's the information on that creative writing workshop, which is today at 4 o'clock, again at the Schusterman Benson Library. The address is 3333 East 32nd Place, the number 918-549-7323. teens.tulsalibrary.org. Do they just show up? Yeah,
you can show up. You don't have to register anything. Just come on and we will work together.
Sounds great. And that creative writing contest deadline is June 5th. Thank you so much.